told myself not to fall for it. I liked one of the singles that Maroon 5 released and thought, maybe something with this album will change. I don't know, and yet here we are with a brand new album called Love Is Like. My neighbor is weed whacking or something, so if you hear that, just try to ignore it the best you can. But anyway, back to this album in particular. The song I liked from this group of singles that was released before the record was All Night. I don't know what it was, but it felt like Maroon 5 actually being a band for the first time in a long time, even if it still had the pop tendencies that they've had over the past 13, 14 years at this point. So I thought maybe if the songs just kind of have this sort of sound here, that something would come of it, and well, Not many did. This album is boring as hell. As the only other song I found myself liking a little bit was Burn, Burn, Burn. But outside of that, I guess songs like Hideaway and My Love were just meh at best, especially for Hideaway being the album's opener. You could have done better in this sense to, I don't want to say get me more hyped for this thing, but just, you could have reeled me in with something really, really good, and instead we got something that was just kind of mediocre, making me go, do I even want to continue with this album? Which is the thing, this is only 10 tracks and 27 minutes long, so I can at least thank Maroon 5 that they didn't torture me for too long, but it is still a slog to get through because the rest of these songs are just so cringe and boring. I mean, the song Love Is Like features Lil Wayne, who is probably the best part of this song. He's been really killing it on features lately, even if his album that came out this year fucking sucked ass. And then songs like Yes I Did and Priceless, which features Lisa, just, they go back to the same thing that Maroon 5 has been doing for years. And then there's I Like It with Sexy Red, and I just, even without Sexy Red on this song, it would have been equally as bad. And then Jealousy Problems is just Adam Levine saying, like, I can't change the way I am, which is like, actually, yes you can, and maybe the jealousy problem is why you can't keep a relationship. Oh shit, I went there. And the album finisher California, I guess isn't necessarily terrible, but again, it's just kind of like boring to a point where it's just like, yeah, Maroon 5's probably written this song 100 times over, and I didn't really frankly need to hear it again. All in all, it's what I was expecting from Maroon 5. There was a reason I retired this band in the first place, but again, with a song like All Night, it reeled me in a little bit thinking, okay, maybe they've changed. And again, this is the first album in a while where every band member that isn't Adam Levine gets a songwriting credit, and there's points in here where you can hear instruments, you can hear a bass, you can hear a guitar, you can hear some like drums come in, and there's a lot of like jazz influence on some of these tracks, but at the same point in time, it's almost like they just are still lost and trying to get back to some semblance of something, and now they have the excuse of, hey, you wanted us to sound like a band, here we go, here's the whole band for you. And it's just kind of like, yeah, but that's not necessarily what we meant. We still wanted you to make the songs good. This is one of the worst things I've heard all year. I give it a 3 out of 10 though, to be generous, because again, the 2 songs I liked are fine, and even the okay tracks are just meh enough, but I can't necessarily go any higher than that because, well, why would I in this situation? I'd really like to hear in the comments below, what did you think of this album, if you have heard it, that is, and until then, I will catch you all in the next one.